Hello friends, SentinalhMC here, and welcome back to our ChromatiCraft tutorial series. So in this episode I wanted to take a look at something that's a bit less serious. My favorite block in ChromatiCraft, the Crystal Orchestra. I know it doesn't really have any practical purposes, but it's fantastic, and as somebody who really loves music, I have to have an episode on it, so I thought, why not do it today? I'm in a fun mood today. Plus, I'm trying to figure out the best order to do the remainder of the stuff in before we have to upgrade our casting room into a casting temple, and that'll be a video by itself as well. So the Crystal Orchestra can be crafted just basically. You don't need any extras. You don't need runes. You just need to put it in there. And the recipe is a clock in the middle, 4 note blocks around the center outside, and then any color of crystal shards in the corners. So any color, any mixture. You don't gotta be all yellow. And then you can craft a Crystal Orchestra. It would have been fun if this had played like an additional tune, but who cares. So then you can get your Crystal Orchestra. We've already got one down here. And now we can go place it in the world. There's a nice flat spot down here where I placed mine. Now, the Crystal Orchestra doesn't actually work on its own. If you go into its GUI, and I know it looks it's a bit confusing. The GUI on the Crystal Orchestra is a bit confusing. There's 12 segments to the circle, and then you've got your it's basically a piano. You've got your major note, you've got your minor. I mean oh good lord. You've got your sharps and your flats. These are the black keys on the piano, and I'm drawing a blank today. I play the piano, not proficient, not very well, but I do it. Anyway, these are your black keys, and there's your white keys on the piano. You got your C, you got your F, you got your A, and then you've got these various different slices that are all different octaves. So you got 4 octaves for each. So, you can play, this is basically a piano, but it's in a circle, so it's not as easy to play as if you had just like a piano keyboard down along the bottom. But hey, we're doing it. So you got your buttons down at the bottom here. These buttons are all the different colors. I think there's 16 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these are all of your different crystal colors, I believe, or they're just colors for different channels. So I don't know, because the notes themselves correspond to different crystals. So let's get into that. Before your Crystal Orchestra will do anything, you need to place down these crystal lamps. I don't know if it'll work on potion crystals, but why would you do that? We're just using crystal lamps. Of course, crystal lamps, super easy to craft. You'll basically just need to get yourself one of every crystal lamp. Shouldn't take that long. If you're actually making a Crystal Orchestra, it probably means you already have an infinite supply of this, because why would you do this before you actually have a good supply? And the way that you do it is actually really simple. You might be wondering, well, how do I place it? What order do I place it in? You actually place it in this order. So you see the order that these crystal lamps are in the in this creative inventory. That's actually the order they go in. So it goes Kuro, Karamir, Kajani, Riskia, Nila, Zabaru, Vidali, Argia, Ikri, Rizova, Evesi, Katrino, Galazio, Kirari, Portacali, and Tahara, in that order. Now that order goes clockwise around the Crystal Orchestra, starting with north. So if I count the 3rd block out, because I want to place 2 blocks of space between the Crystal Orchestra, you place a Kuro lamp there, facing north, and then you just go around. Now it's 3 to a side, and then 1 in a corner. So you just keep doing this. So now we need to swap it out with the next row. Start there, go there. Ikri, Rizova, Zesti, Katrino. And then we go Glazio, Ferrari, Portacali, and Tahar. So facing north, this is the order that you would put it in for the Crystal Orchestra. Easy. Give you a second. Give you some time to get a good pause on it. Now, in order to actually play the Crystal Orchestra, we got a couple of options. There is a pre-built song in here, so we can click this little record button to get a little preview. Lovely. The Crystal Orchestra is a feast for the eyes as well as the ears. I just need to get better at programming this thing, and then hopefully I can make some music of my own on this. I find it more difficult to program than the music box, because the music box, it was just a keyboard and it was really easy to do. With this, I gotta learn these rings. I've gotta get used to it. Anyway, the way that you program this, there's a couple different things you can do. You can actually push this button at the top, and you can actually import a MIDI file, which I've never tried, and with my luck it wouldn't work, but you can actually import a MIDI file from your computer using the file extensions, which sounds pretty awesome. Which would allow you to just import one. Pretty sick. This button here, these buttons both, I believe, clear what you've got programmed if you want to clear it out. Over here you've got the different note lengths, so you've got your whole notes, dotted halves, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. And then you can click this button to switch between the and the rests. So if you got some sheet music in front of you, you know, you can very easily program it once you've gotten this whole multiple octaves in a circular pattern thing down, starting with the middle C at the top. And then that's how you do. So I can just click a bunch of buttons. It won't sound good at all, but we can do it. That was all 16th notes, by the way. Apparently. And now we can just start it up with the lever. So you get that? So whatever you program in here, that's what it'll do. And so I can clear that out, whatever. And then we can do something else. I like how you can see the colors, and it tells you which color it is going to be. And it'll play whatever you program. It's pretty cool. I really like it. I just need to figure out how to program it so I can program something really awesome. Now there's a couple other things that you can do with this. If we look at our lexicon, when we go in here, there's a couple of upgrades. So you can actually connect it to a repeater network to play the repeaters with the music, which sounds amazing. And you can put it on top of nether quartz in order to broadcast the sound out. So what you would do is you would go in and you would you'd grab some nether quartz. Where is it? There's another nether quartz right here. And it's not going to do anything yet. Because we don't have a repeater network over here. So what you would do is, if you were further along and you actually had a repeater network set up, and you had some repeaters sitting around, you could plug this in, and presumably it would start playing the music emanating from the location of those repeaters. Because if we go in here and start the music, oh, it appears to be global. Oh, no, there it goes. It just has a really large range. So this is the range on the Crystal Orchestra. It's pretty large. But what you're able to do then is you're able to use repeaters to plug it into the network and then presumably broadcast from that location. Let's go ahead and grab. I want to see. There's a thing right over here. I want to grab a I want to build a repeater just for fun. And I know we haven't gone over those yet, but we haven't needed to quite yet. But I just want to try it out. So I'm gonna grab so two blocks of crystalline stone and a rune. So we'll grab that, and the rune we'll be using is Kajani, because it's right over here. So presumably, if I go over here, and I don't know the exact, I know the range on this stuff, but I don't have it memorized. So I'm just gonna plop down some stuff. It's probably not gonna work. I think I need another tool to do it. Anyway, let's go over here. Oh, sweet. It'll actually, it's got a little dotted line on here. Ah, is it showing me the range? Oh, I think it's showing me the range. I think it's showing me that whether it's going to work or not. Oh, that's pretty sick, Amundo. Yeah, see, look at that. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to work. Probably won't. But let's go ahead and grab it. I think I need this. I think I need this. It's like a linking tool. Do I need this? I don't know. This is probably dumb. Anyway. Whatever. It's not. Probably not gonna be able to get it to work. But Rake has got an awesome video up on his. Oh, hey, it is working. It's working. Sick. The beam works. Basically, it looks like if you plug it into a repeater network, it looks like instead of using these crystal lamps, it uses the actual pylons to play it. That was sick. I actually got to work. So Rake has got an awesome video on his YouTube channel of the major upgrade for the Crystal Orchestra. It's absolutely incredible looking, and so I'm gonna link that video so you can go watch it, because there's no way I'm gonna build it in this series because it's a bit ridiculous. The way he's got it set up is just awesome. But that's how you can do. You can plug it into a repeater network, which I think is sick as heck. So presumably you wouldn't need those lamps anymore. It would just like, well, let's try it out. Presumably you wouldn't need the lamps. I could knock off this Kajani crystal and it would still work. Because for playing that note, it would use the network. Alright, come on. Are you gonna do it? No, I think I have that wrong. I think you still need the lamp. Yeah, because it wasn't doing the beams. There you go. Never mind that. You do need all those crystal lamps around it, but it connects to the network, and we get some power out of the pylon. That's pretty sick. I just love the Crystal Orchestra so much. I need to work on the UI so that I can figure out how to program an awesome song. But you know, once I get that done, you'll be able to see that here. So anyway, that's the Crystal Orchestra. Don't forget to check out the Reika video. It's absolutely awesome. And thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video isn't really anything of any consequence, but I think the Crystal Orchestra is really sweet. It's really cool, and I like the little things in ChromatiCraft and in Reika's mods in general that maybe don't have any practical purpose, like the music box and the Crystal Orchestra, but they're just awesome, and they're just really cool, and they're fun toys to play around with. So I think that's important as well, that a mod has some fun toys. You know, not everything needs to be about progression and utility. Some things can just be for fun. So thank you so much for watching. Like and comment the video if you enjoyed it. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.